I feel like some of my biggest struggles working in sales is the fear of letting myself down and the people that I work for, letting them down by not being able to close a deal. Despite all the efforts I put in loving the service that I sell and the impact that I want to make in the service that I'm selling, and it's just the emotional weight that I would take on being told no. And if it wasn't being told no, it was a client not really following through with remaining in connection with me because, they lost interest, or they were never really interested in general, but maybe they were open to knowing about what it is that I am selling and what it is that I stand for in working for the company that I work for. And it was like I was starting to internalize their rejection, basically. And that was not gonna happen on my watch. Remember those intuitive nudges I sent you on being the magnet to what it is that you want to attract? Remember when you question, if I want to attract the right opportunities and clients, will fear get me there? Yeah, that was the wake-up call. That was me. Your higher consciousness at play, of course. Lord, do I work hard. It's like I deserve a raise or something. Yes, honestly, thanks to my higher self, my higher consciousness, I could also say, I was able to find a lot more of a serving perspective of what it is that I need to do so that I am able to experience what I want for myself in sales and accomplish my goals. And what that was to get right within so that I am able to meet that experience to where it is. Kind of like a self-initiation. A magnetic mindset creates a magnetic attitude. When I finally started to believe that the right clients were going to find their way towards me and I was going to be able to come across them, it was as if everything shifted. Because even though the season was slow and I wasn't hearing back from people that I was reaching out to, I still had faith that I was going to find the people that I needed to find that needed my services, and that I was going to be prepared and ready to help them. Because in slow seasons, I realized that it can very much so be a space where you can not only become clear with yourself, but hone in on your skills so that when things get busy again, you are more prepared and ready to deal with the massive flow that is coming in for people that are interested in your services. So it all began with the shift. And once I started to think that way, I realized, wow, I'm becoming the magnet that I need to attract the people that need my services and that I could help. And it was a game changer, honestly, that I couldn't wait for proof in order for the energy to shift. I had to believe it before the proof came. In that meant that I needed to let go of the fear and doubt that were literally blocking me from the opportunities that I wanted to seek ahead. When I stopped seeking external validation and started trusting my inner knowing, that is exactly when I became a match for the clients, connections, and opportunities that it is that I wanted all along. All it took was me to trust myself. And in that took me to connect to my higher consciousness, the part of me and the part that everybody has within themselves that helps shift things to a positive circumstance rather than being pessimistic and focusing on the negative. Not feeding into a fearful mindset made it easier for me to become clear with myself, but also reassess how I sell. It made me realize, okay, how can I become more inviting or welcoming to my clients? What more could I do to make an impact in how I sell? Do I need to change how I word things? Do I need to work on my pitch? How can I be more of service? What can I work on? I feel like when I was in fear, it got in the way of being even able to do this because I was so focused on, I guess you could say, being the victim in my circumstance when I'm not. I have the control to take over and take control and shift everything. So it took stepping away from the fear, separating it from myself, and turning inward. And in this self-initiation, I knew that I had to be ready. In order to be initiated into a higher level of wherever you are in your life, you have to get right within. The sun came out, but yes, you have to declutter. You have to clear out all that baggage, all of everything that is holding you back, so that you can then move forward to the next level. And that is showing yourself, God, whatever you believe in, and the world that you're ready. So, doesn't this connect to the law of divine oneness? You know, within the 12 laws of the universe? The cheat code to beat the matrix of life? Oh yeah, let's talk about that. I'll take it from here. What if I told you guys that every thought you have, every action you take, and every intention you set doesn't just affect you, it influences everything around you? This is the law of divine oneness. The idea that we are all deeply connected. Every choice you make, every bit of energy you put into the world creates a ripple, shaping not only your own life, but the lives of those around you. Think of it like a game of chess. When you move a piece on the board, you're not just shifting the wood, you're shifting energy. Every decision carries weight here. You can attack, defend, sacrifice, or strategize, but no matter what, your moves forces a reaction. Your opponent isn't just playing their own game, they're responding to your energy, your intentions, and your choices. Now let's zoom out. This isn't just a chess game. This is life. Every thought you think, action you take, word you speak, ripples into your future. If you move from a place of fear or carelessness, it comes back to you. But if you move with awareness, strategy, and confidence, you start shaping the game in your favor. Just like in a game of chess, every move you make in sales matters. Your confidence, your choices, and your energy all affect the outcome. If you move without confidence or a plan, you're more likely to miss the opportunities. But if you move with confidence and a clear strategy, you start to control the game. You attract the right people and close more sales. This is how you become magnetic in your business. I would not have been able to do it without you. So about that raise I mentioned earlier. All right, so I'll see you guys next video. Bye.